This is Rabbi Karen, and we're here for our Tuesday. We are here for our Tuesday Maariv service.
Tuesday, but it's Monday.
I'm sorry, you're right, but it said offline.
It's
Let's try
Tuesday
it again. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. This is our Monday Maariv service, unless you're in Japan, and then it would be the Tuesday Maariv service. But welcome, everybody.
Tuesday morning service.
Well, here in Florida, it's our Monday evening service. Welcome, Ziona. And I welcome everybody. We're on Facebook, we're on Zoom, we're on YouTube, we're on SeemShalom.com. So welcome, everybody. I'm filling in for Rabbi Deborah this evening, who might have had an internet problem. So therefore, rather than take the chance, she cried help, and I answered, and here we are. And we'll be back again tomorrow also. So welcome, everybody, and let's share the screen and begin our service. And if you hear some strange noises, we just finished a thunderstorm, and I think it's still raining out. So if you hear something, it'll reverberate from the skylight, which is always an interesting noise in the middle of the night. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is and how pleasant when we dwell together in unity. And now it is our call to praise. Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. And now our prayer to thank Adonai for the miracle of separating light from dark and dark from light. It's pretty dark here now. I think I said last week was one of the only days that we actually have the service right at that time. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam asher bivaro ma'ariv aravim b'chochma poteach she'arim uvitvuna mishane itim umachaliv et hazmanim umsader et hakochavim v'mishmeroteim barakia kirtzono. With wisdom you open gateways, with understanding you alter times, vary the seasons and assign the stars to their watches in the sky. Creator of day and night, who rolls light away from darkness and darkness from light. You cause day to pass and bring about night, distinguishing between day and night. Source of all forces is your name. Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshek v'choshek mipnei or. Umavir yom umevi layla. Umavdil ben yom uven layla. Adonai tzavaot shemo. El chai v'kayam. Tamid yimloch aleinu li'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, HaMa'ariv Aravim. Blessed are you, Eternal One, who brings on twilight. And I want to welcome Sephora to our Monday Ma'ariv service. Everlasting love you offer your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night, we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. And now the prayer that states, we don't ask, but we state, so all should know who we are. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Blessed be the name of his glorious kingdom, forever and ever. V'yahavta, and you shall love. V'yahavta et Adonai Elohecha, v'chol levavcha, v'chol nafshecha, v'chol meodecha. V'hayu hadvarim ha'ele, asher nochi mitzapcha hayom al levavecha. V'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam. V'shivtecha b'veitecha v'leftecha v'aderech, v'shopaha v'kumecha. Ushartam le'ot ha'yedecha. V'hayu letotafo b'neinecha, uv'tavtom al mezuzot beitecha v'shurecha. Le'ma'an tizkaru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai, v'etem kedoshim le'lohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem. Asher chotzeti ethem me'eretz Mitzrayim, le'yot lachem le'elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. I am the Lord your God, who took you out of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. Okay, let's go take a moment to take a look at the chat and see who's there. Sharon just joined us. Sephora and Ziona are here. And we don't have anybody on the Facebook chat, but that's okay. I know you're watching anyway. All right, let's go back to our screen. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And all these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart. And you shall teach them diligently to your children. And you shall speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, and when you rise up and when you lie down. And you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be for frontlets between your eyes. And you shall write them on the doorposts of your house and upon your gates, that you may remember and do all my commandments and be holy, holy unto your God. Okay, I don't know why it decided to go backwards. And now, as Miriam and the women went through Adonai's miracle at the parting of the Red Sea, they sang, Mi chamocha ba'alim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, no ra tehilot, oseh feleh. Who is like you, O God, amongst the gods that are worshipped? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? Your children witnessed your sovereignty, the sea splitting before Moses and Miriam. This is our God, they cried. Adonai will reign forever and ever. Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praise are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. Hashivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom ve'achamidenu Malkeinu l'chaim ufrosh aleinu sukat shalomecha. Eternal One, our God, bless us as we look for you. We seek your help. We look for your mercy, your compassion. Help all those who need you, who look to you. Spread shelter over us. Shield us and remove from our path all hostility, disease, war, famine, and sorrow. Bless those who are suffering and those who look to you for guidance. Guard our going and our coming in life and in peace now and for all eternity. Shelter us over your peace, spread us over your shelter of peace. Baruch atah Adonai haporeh sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you, Eternal One, who spread your shelter of peace over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. All right, just going to check the chat. And Chag Sameach to all. Okay, I'm going to check one more in the Restream chat. Let's see if we have anyone there from Facebook. And we don't, so I guess we're having a quiet evening on Facebook. That's okay. I got all you wonderful people here in front of me. All right, let's get back to share screen. Yitkada v'yitkada shemei rabba v'yamad yirach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayedecho beit Yisrael ba'agala ba'agala uv'zman kariv v'yimeru amen yesh mei rabba mevorach Li'olam li'ol maya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yapar v'yiroman v'yinaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudusha richu leila min kol bechata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiram b'alma v'yimeru amen. And now our standing prayer. Our first prayer, which we remind Adonai of the promises that were made to our ancestors. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanorah El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim v'Konei HaKol, v'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imot, U'Mevi Gula Livnei V'Nehem, L'man Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Bezrat Sarah. Atah gibor li'olam Adonai, mechayeh hakol atah rav lahoshia, mechaker chaim bechesed, mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, somech noflim v'rofei cholim, umatir asurim, umkayem emunato, lishenei afah, michamocha bal givurot, Umido melach, melech memid, umchayem, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'nemanata lahayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol. And now we're going to look at what we need from this week's Torah portion. Actually, I'm not going to do the Torah portion because I'm going to talk a little bit about the holiday. We are in a holiday right now. It is called Shemini Azeret. Let me go back. I'm going to read to you something from Chabad. Following the 7 joyous days of Sukkot, we come to the happy holiday of Shemini Azeret and Simchat Torah. In the diaspora, which is us, the first day is known by its biblical name, Shemini Azeret. We still dwell in the Sukkah, but without a blessing. The second day is known as Simchat Torah, which is tomorrow, during which we complete and immediately begin the annual Torah reading cycle. This joyous milestone is marked with dancing, traditionally following 7 circuits known as Hagafot, as the Torah scrolls are held aloft. And it can be a very joyous, fun evening. One synagogue that we joined, people gave candy to the kids. They had bags of candy, and the kids just ran around picking up candy. And I just thought that was a lot of fun for the kids. One synagogue that I was really part of, all the new people got to carry. And that was it. I was suckered in. I was going to do as much as I can in Judaism. The feeling was always there, but my first time to carry a Torah, I was in tears during that Hagafot. Both days are celebrated by nightly candle lighting, festive meals at both night and day, and desisting from work. In Israel, the entire holiday is compacted into one heady 24-hour period. So we are preparing for Simchat Torah. We are coming into that season. For the rabbis, it is the beginning of the end. The beginning of the end of what? Of all the holidays, the Chagim, the preparation, the one after another. As one rabbi wrote on Facebook today, I'm ready for a nap. But it is a joyous holiday, and may we all have the joy of this holiday. Excuse me for 1 minute. I have an emergency text, and it went away, so I no longer has an emergency text. Okay. So let's go back to sharing our screen. And now let's take a few moments to listen to the prayers in our hearts and our minds. Say shalom b'mrumav, yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Say shalom b'mrumav, yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael, Imru, amen. Ziona, I think it was Simchat Torah that everyone in the congregation get to get up and say an Aliyah. And everybody that got up to do that got a shot of Slivovitz after that. So you had a whole bunch of people, but I'm just glad they weren't carrying the Torah at that point, because I don't need people. I was at a synagogue once. This was an interesting occurrence that had in our conservative synagogue. We were relatively new to it. People were dancing and holding the Torahs, and a young man, about 21, dropped the Torah. It just slipped out of his hands. But this became a learning lesson for all of us. First thing, they examined the Torah. There was no damage done. Then they decided, what did they do? This was an unintentional mistake. It was a slip. The damage was not meant to cause damage. It was an accident. So the young man was told he had to fast for 24 hours, and the congregation fasted with him, to show support of him that it was only a mistake. I thought that was a fascinating lesson. And I thought it was a wise decision on their part. Okay. And now our prayer for healing. So please type in the names of all the people who need our healing thoughts and prayers. I'm going to start with Sin Joyce Becker, Seal's daughter, Dawn, Michaelia, Bot Elizabeth. Let me go back to my restream and see if anybody's there. Well, Elizabeth, that's lovely. Elizabeth wrote, after converting to Judaism, I find more joyful holy days than in all my previous experience. And for her, we say the name of Barbara Jones. All those who are suffering physically and emotionally around the world, all Sim Shalomers who are in need of Refuah Shlema, Georgette, Sharon, Stephen, Daniel, Ronnie, Beverly, all who need healing, Jessica, Anyone else who needs our healing thoughts and prayers? Ginny Batwana, Perry Ben Betty. And I want to add to the police departments in Connecticut who just lost 2 of their own. David with cancer, my father with cancer. It should have been, and all who suffer from PTSD support. There's actually prayers for people going through that. If you can email me later at rabbikaren18@gmail, Sephora. Again, I repeat, rabbikaren18@gmail.com. I will guide you to some of those prayers to help you through that. Okay, we're done. Let's go back to our Mishe Beirach Avotenu Michol HaBracha Limotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe Beirach Imotenu Michol HaBracha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. And basically for all those who need our healing thoughts and prayers. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kikoye haratzot, v'lo osamanu kimishpachot hadama, shelo sam helkenu kahem, v'go raleinu kichol hamanam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech, malchei hamlochim, hakadosh baruch hu. V'ne'eman b'Adonai lemelech ha'aretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shmo echad. We recall the loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at the season in years past, and those whom we have taken into our hearts with our own. The memories of all of them are with us. Our griefs and sympathies are mingled as we praise Adonai and pray for the coming of Adonai's kingdom. Yitgadal v'yigdash shemei rabbah, v'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayichon uv'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, b'galav v'zman kariv yimru, Amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevorach li'olam olmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yiroman v'yinaseh, V'yitadar v'yitalei v'yitalal, Shmei d'Kudusha b'richu, le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechamata, damiram v'alma v'yimru amen. Yehesh lamar rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'rumav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yimru amen. And may all those who are in mourning be comforted by the one who comforts all. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sharing this Monday evening with me, be you on Facebook or Zoom or wherever you are. It's always a pleasure, a delight to be with you. I see we got the information for the Sunday Torah study, so that's great. You could pretty much find all our stuff at Team Shalom at the website. So, folks, just have a great evening. Be safe. Chag Sameach. And we'll get to do this again tomorrow evening.
Sameach, Toda Rabba, Rabbi Karen.
Be well and thank you all. Take care.
Chag Sameach.